Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Marcus Mariota and the Minnesota Vikings.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnel. Charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles Finn. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now a dump off here complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mariota. Open here, Adam Thielen. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mariota. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Powering forward. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Whitaker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down. It's Watson, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. On third down, it's Watson. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mariota now to throw on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
KC's offense ready to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota now. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. From the 39, Mariota able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. On 2nd down now. It's Watson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down throw for Mariota. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Watson.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Mariota on 1st down. That's complete to Whitaker. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Touchdown! That's caught. Justin Jefferson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there was going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Waddle. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Jerry Jeudy, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for KC.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 27, Mariota. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Tershawn Wharton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one's just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Watson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Third down, Mariota. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing is Mariota. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Blankenship out for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On 1st down, Watson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On On second down now, it's Watson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
DJ Waddle able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Mariota. He's going to air one out. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On 2nd down, it's Watson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Jawan Bentley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mahomes now on first down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes firing complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Mariota to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Mariota will look to throw, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Watson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And here now is Travis Kelsey. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Mahomes. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Vikings, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.